Water is the source of all life. It is a simple molecule made of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. Yet from this simplicity, all the complexity of our world is born. Our own bodies are mostly water. The planet we call home is covered in blue oceans, flowing rivers, and quiet lakes. Water is not just something we drink to survive. It is a mirror that reflects the world around it and the world within us. It is a canvas on which the universe paints its beautiful pictures. Think about the journey of a single drop of water. It falls from the sky, flows into a river, travels to the great ocean, and then rises again to form a cloud. This cycle is a story of connection, of change, and of endless renewal. We often take water for granted. We turn on a tap, and it flows out, clean and ready for us to use. We forget the magic that is held within every single drop. Water has memory. It carries information from every place it has been and everything it has touched. It has listened to the songs of the forest and the whispers of the wind. It has felt the warmth of the sun and the cold of the deep sea. When we drink water, we are not just hydrating our bodies. We are taking in the history of the world, the energy of the planet. This is why it is so important to treat water with respect and gratitude. It is a sacred element that connects us all. In my journey, I have come to understand that water is much more than a physical substance. It is a living being with a consciousness of its own. It responds to our thoughts, our feelings, and our words. It is a messenger that can carry our intentions into the world. When we look at a clear, still pond, we see our own reflection. But what if the water is also looking back at us? What if it is listening to the silent prayers of our hearts? This idea may seem strange to some, but it is an ancient truth known by wise cultures for thousands of years. They knew that water was not just a resource to be used, but a partner to be honored. The mystery of water is the mystery of life itself. By studying water, we can learn so much about ourselves and the universe. We can learn about health, about emotions, and about the power of our own minds. Water is a teacher, and its lessons are simple yet profound. It teaches us about flow, about purity, and about the incredible power of love and gratitude. As we begin to explore the hidden messages in water, we open a door to a new way of seeing the world. A world where our intentions matter, where our words have power, and where a simple glass of water can become a source of healing and joy. Water prayer is the simple act of sending our positive thoughts, feelings, and intentions into water. It is a conversation with the very essence of life. You do not need a special place or a complicated ritual. All you need is a sincere heart and a moment of focus. When you hold a glass of water and whisper words of love, gratitude, or peace, you are practicing water prayer. You are asking the water to receive your message, to hold it in its memory, and to share that positive energy with whatever it touches next. This could be your own body when you drink it, the plants in your garden when you water them, or even the rivers and oceans of our world. People practice water prayer because they believe that water has the ability to be changed by our consciousness. Think of water as a blank tape, ready to record the vibrations around it. Beautiful music, kind words, and loving thoughts create harmonious vibrations. Harsh noises, angry words, and negative thoughts create chaotic vibrations. Water prayer is our chance to consciously record a beautiful song onto that tape. We believe that when we drink this programmed water, our bodies receive not just hydration, but also the positive information of love, healing, and well-being. It is a way to nourish our spirit at the same time as we nourish our body. This practice is not about asking a higher power to change the water for us. It is about understanding that we ourselves have the power to influence it directly. Our intentions are a form of energy, a vibration that we send out into the universe. Water, being a highly sensitive and receptive element, is one of the best mediums for this energy. When we pray over water, we are infusing it with our own life force, with our own hado, which is the specific vibrational pattern of our energy. The water then becomes a carrier of our personal message of hope and healing. So, why does this matter? It matters because we are surrounded by water and we are made of water. If we can positively influence the water in a glass, we can positively influence the water in our own cells. This can lead to better health, emotional balance, and a deeper sense of connection to the world. Water prayer is a way to take an active role in our own well-being. It is a reminder that we are not passive victims of our circumstances, but powerful creators who can shape our reality, starting with a single, humble drop of water. It is a tool for personal and planetary healing that is available to every single one of us. The practice of blessing water is not a new idea. It is an ancient tradition found in cultures and spiritual paths all over the world. For centuries, people have understood the sacred nature of water and have created rituals to honor it. In Christianity, for example, holy water is a powerful symbol. It is water that has been blessed by a priest and is used for baptism, protection, and healing. People believe this blessed water carries the grace of God and can cleanse the soul. This shows a deep-seated belief that human intention through prayer can change the spiritual quality of water, making it sacred. In Hinduism, the river Ganges is considered a goddess, a sacred mother who purifies all who bathe in her waters. Millions of pilgrims travel to the Ganges each year to offer prayers, flowers, and light. They believe that the water of the Ganges can wash away sins and bring spiritual liberation. This is a beautiful, large-scale example of water prayer. The collective intention of millions of people focused on this one river for thousands of years has imbued it with a powerful spiritual energy. Similarly, in many indigenous cultures, springs, lakes, and rivers are considered sacred sites, places of healing and communication with the spirit world. Shintoism, the native religion of Japan, has a deep reverence for nature, and water plays a central role. Before entering a shrine, visitors perform a purification ritual called temizu. They use a wooden ladle to pour water over their hands and rinse their mouth. This is not just about physical cleaning. It is a spiritual act of purifying the heart and mind before approaching the divine. This ritual acknowledges that water has the power to wash away not just dirt, but also negative energy and impurities of the spirit, preparing a person for a sacred experience. It is a quiet, personal prayer with water. From the holy wells of the ancient Celts in Ireland, believed to have healing powers, to the Islamic tradition of Zamzam water from Mecca, which is revered for its purity and health benefits, the story is the same. Humanity has always known, on an intuitive level, that water is special. These traditions are not just quaint old customs. They are a collective library of human wisdom, telling us that our relationship with water is important. They show us that by treating water with reverence and intention, we can unlock its hidden potential for healing, purification, and spiritual connection. Water prayer is a thread that connects us all through time and across cultures. For many years, the idea that thoughts could change water was seen as pure spirituality. Science did not have a way to measure such a thing. This is where my own journey began. I was curious. Could we see the effect of words and thoughts on water? I decided to try an experiment. I took samples of water from different sources. I exposed them to different influences, such as words, music, and images. Then I would freeze a small drop of this water and look at it under a dark field microscope. I wanted to see what kind of ice crystals would form. The results were more beautiful and profound than I ever could have imagined. When we exposed water to positive, beautiful words like thank you, love, and angel, the water responded by forming magnificent, intricate, and perfectly symmetrical hexagonal crystals. They looked like delicate snowflakes, each one unique and stunningly beautiful. It was as if the water was joyfully expressing the positive energy it had received. When we played classical music, like a symphony by Mozart, the water also formed lovely, well-shaped crystals. The water was clearly showing us its happy and harmonious state. It was visual proof that the water was absorbing and reflecting the positive vibrations it was exposed to. On the other hand, when we exposed water to negative, harsh words and phrases like, "You fool or I will kill you," the results were shocking. The water failed to form any beautiful crystals at all. Instead, we saw distorted, fragmented, and ugly shapes. It looked like the water was in pain, its structure broken and chaotic. When we played heavy metal music with aggressive lyrics, the crystal structures were similarly dark and disordered. The water was showing us a picture of the negative, destructive energy it had absorbed. It was a clear and undeniable message that negative intentions have a real, physical impact. Of course, my work has faced skepticism from some parts of the scientific community. They say the experiments are difficult to replicate and that my methods are not strictly controlled. I understand their perspective. This is a new field of research that challenges our current understanding of the world. However, thousands of people around the world have been inspired by these images. They see a truth in them that resonates deep within their hearts. My goal was never to prove something in a rigid scientific way, but to open our eyes to a beautiful possibility that our love and gratitude can literally change the world, one drop of water at a time. The crystal photos are messengers of this truth. To understand how our thoughts can influence water, we need to talk about a concept I call hado. Hado is a Japanese word that means wave or vibration. It is the subtle energy that exists in all things in the universe. Everything has its own unique hado, its own vibrational frequency. Your body has a hado. The chair you are sitting on has a hado. Your thoughts and feelings also have a hado. Happy, loving thoughts have a high, fine, and harmonious hado. Negative, angry thoughts have a low, coarse, and distorted hado. This energy is constantly flowing from us and affecting the world around us. Water is incredibly sensitive to hado. Because of its molecular structure, it is like a liquid crystal that can receive, store, and transmit these vibrations. When you direct a thought or feeling towards water, you are transferring your hado into it. The water's structure changes to mirror the vibration it receives. If you send the hado of love and gratitude, the water molecules arrange themselves into a beautiful, harmonious pattern. This is what we see in the perfect ice crystals. The water has literally become a physical expression of the energy of love and gratitude. This is not magic. It is a fundamental principle of energy. Think about how music works. Sound travels as a wave, a vibration through the air. This vibration reaches your eardrum, and your brain interprets it as sound. In a similar way, our thoughts and emotions travel as waves of hado. Water acts like an eardrum for these subtle energies. It listens to the music of our consciousness. This is why the words we use are so important. Words are not just abstract symbols, they are carriers of hado. The word love carries the vibration of love. The word hate carries the vibration of hate. Water understands this vibrational language perfectly. The implications of this are enormous. If our intentions can change the structure of water in a glass, they can also change the structure of the water within our own bodies, which make up about 70% of our physical being. By consciously choosing to cultivate positive hado through thoughts of love, joy, and gratitude, we can create a more harmonious internal environment. This can support our health, calm our emotions, and bring us into a state of balance. The power of hado shows us that we are in a constant, energetic conversation with the water inside and outside of us. We have the choice to make that conversation a beautiful one. The most powerful evidence for the effect of water prayer often comes not from a laboratory, but from the real-life experiences of people. I have received thousands of letters and stories from individuals around the world who have put these ideas into practice and seen amazing results. One story that I will always remember came from a woman whose houseplant was dying. The leaves were yellow and drooping, and she had tried everything to save it. After hearing about my work, she decided to try an experiment. Every day she would fill a watering can and speak words of love and encouragement to the water before giving it to the plant. She would say, "Thank you for being so beautiful. I love you. Please grow strong." Within a few weeks, something miraculous happened. The plant began to revive. New green leaves started to sprout, and the yellow ones fell away. Soon, the plant was healthier and more vibrant than it had ever been before. The only thing she had changed was the intention she put into the water. This woman saw with her own eyes that her love, carried by the water, was a powerful, life-giving force. Her story is a simple but profound example of how we can use this principle to bring healing and vitality to the living things around us, showing that care and intention are forms of nourishment. Another powerful testimony involves a school classroom. A teacher decided to conduct the famous rice experiment with her students. They took 3 glass jars and filled them with cooked rice. On the first jar, they wrote, "Thank you." On the second jar, they wrote, "You fool." The third jar was ignored completely. Every day, the students would speak the corresponding words to the first 2 jars. They spoke kindly to the thank you jar and harshly to the you fool jar. After a month, the results were clear for all to see. The rice in the thank you jar was fermenting nicely, with a pleasant, sweet smell. The rice in the you fool jar, however, had turned black and rotten. with a terrible odor. Perhaps most interestingly, the rice in the jar that was completely ignored decayed even faster than the one that received negative attention. This taught the children a powerful lesson, that negative words are harmful, but being ignored, being denied any energy at all, is the most destructive force. These stories are not isolated incidents. They are repeated in homes and schools everywhere, demonstrating to a new generation that our words and intentions have a tangible, visible effect on the world. They are modern-day parables about the power we all hold. The connection between water prayer, health, and our emotions is direct and deeply personal. Our bodies are like small personal oceans, with our cells floating in a sea of bodily fluid that is mostly water. The quality of this internal water is essential for our health. If the water in our bodies is structured in a harmonious and vibrant way, our cells can function optimally. They can communicate more effectively, transport nutrients more efficiently, and eliminate waste more easily. This creates a foundation for robust physical health and vitality. When we feel good, our bodies are literally in a state of good vibration. Our emotions are a powerful source of hado that constantly influences the water in our bodies. When we experience emotions like love, joy, and compassion, we are generating a high-frequency, harmonious vibration. This positive hado structures the water in our cells into beautiful, life-affirming patterns, promoting health and well-being. This is why feeling happy can actually boost our immune system. On the other hand, when we are consumed by emotions like anger, fear, or sadness, we generate a low, chaotic vibration. This negative hado disrupts the structure of our bodily water, creating discord and stress at a cellular level, which can contribute to illness over time. Water prayer offers a practical way to consciously improve the quality of our internal water. When you drink water that you have blessed with words of health, vitality, and gratitude, you are introducing that positive information directly into your system. The water you drink becomes a messenger, carrying the vibration of healing to every cell in your body. It is like tuning a musical instrument. By consistently introducing a harmonious frequency, you help bring your entire system back into tune. This practice can be a powerful complement to healthy eating and exercise, addressing our well-being on an energetic level. This connection also explains why managing our emotional state is so crucial for our health. It's not just about feeling better mentally, it's about creating a physical environment inside our bodies that is conducive to health. By practicing mindfulness, meditation, or simply taking a moment to feel gratitude, we are actively improving the hado that shapes our cellular water. Water prayer becomes a daily ritual of emotional and physical hygiene. It is a reminder that our inner world of thoughts and feelings is constantly creating our outer world of physical health. By caring for our emotions, we are caring for the very water that gives us life. You do not need any special training or equipment to begin practicing water prayer. It is a simple, natural ability that everyone possesses. The most important ingredients are your sincerity and your intention. Here is a simple guide to help you start this beautiful practice in your own home. The first step is to find a quiet moment where you will not be disturbed. This could be in the morning when you wake up, or at night before you go to bed. Taking a few deep breaths to calm your mind and center yourself can be very helpful. This helps you to shift from the busyness of the day to a more focused and peaceful state of mind. Next, take a glass of clean, fresh water. Hold the glass in both of your hands. Feel the coolness of the glass and become aware of the water inside. Take a moment to feel a sense of gratitude for this water. Think about the incredible journey it has taken to reach you and the life-giving properties it holds. Gratitude is one of the most powerful and harmonious vibrations, so starting with this feeling is a wonderful foundation. You can simply think "thank you, water," or you can feel the gratitude deeply in your heart without using any words at all. The feeling itself is the message. Now you can begin to send your specific intentions into the water. You can do this by speaking words aloud, whispering them softly, or simply thinking them clearly in your mind. Choose words that reflect what you wish to cultivate in your life. For example, you could say love, peace, health, joy, or strength. You can also use phrases like, "fill my body with vibrant health," or "bring peace to my mind and heart." As you project these words, try to feel the emotion behind them. Feel the love, feel the peace, feel the joy. Your feeling is what gives the words their power. After you have spent a minute or two infusing the water with your positive intentions, the prayer is complete. Now drink the water slowly and consciously. As you drink, imagine the blessed water flowing into your body, reaching every single cell and delivering its beautiful message of healing and harmony. Imagine your entire being lighting up with the energy you have just consumed. You can do this with the first glass of water you drink in the morning, with the water you use for cooking, or even with the water you give to your pets and plants. It is a simple act that can transform your relationship with water and with yourself. We stand at a special moment in history. We are beginning to rediscover the ancient wisdom that our consciousness is a powerful force that helps shape our reality. The messages from water are a beautiful and gentle guide in this rediscovery. They show us, in the most visual way, that our thoughts, words, and feelings matter. They are not just fleeting experiences that disappear. They are vibrations that ripple out into the world, leaving an imprint on everything they touch, especially on the sensitive and receptive heart of water. This is not just a fascinating idea. It is a profound responsibility and a wonderful opportunity. I invite you to become a water explorer in your own life. You do not need a microscope or a laboratory. Your own body and your own feelings are the most sensitive instruments you have. Start today. Bless the water you drink. Speak words of love and gratitude to it. See how it feels. Notice if you feel more hydrated, more peaceful, or more joyful. Pay attention to the world around you. When you see a river or a lake, send it a thought of love. When it rains, feel gratitude for the life-giving water falling from the sky. By changing your personal relationship with water, you begin to change the world. This practice has the power to heal not only ourselves, but our planet. Imagine if millions of people around the world began to consciously send love and gratitude to the Earth's water systems. Imagine the collective hado of humanity shifting from one of carelessness and pollution to one of reverence and care. The water of our rivers, lakes, and oceans would receive this message. This positive energy could help to purify and restore balance to our precious water resources. The healing of the planet begins with the healing of our own consciousness, and water prayer is a perfect place to start. Let us embrace the simple, profound truth that water is showing us. Let us choose our words carefully and cultivate thoughts of love, peace, and gratitude in our hearts. Water is life's messenger, and it is reflecting our own consciousness back to us. Let us make that reflection a beautiful one. Let us fill the water of the world with so much love and gratitude that it can only form the most exquisite, harmonious crystals. This is my deepest prayer. Let us work together, with water as our partner, to create a healthier, more harmonious, and more loving world for all beings. Thank you.